Metal Gear Rising: Vengeance. A game that lets you commit war crimes to a heavy metal while debating philosophy with a dog.
I possess an intellect far beyond human reckoning.
You don't say. Okay then, what's the meaning of life? Why are we here?
So after 12 years, I must say, this game still can zandatsu half of the current gaming industry. Imagine stepping into shoes, or rather an enhanced body of a character that is edgier than your average commentary YouTuber back in 2015. Not to mention, he has insane reaction time and he is ripping so much death he basically turned into Black Plague with a shank. Hideo Kojima definitely had a fun night at 3 AM trying to figure out how to connect human body to a Roomba robot. Raiden. His hobbies are most likely painting with blood of his enemies, and I'm almost certain he stumbled upon Fruit Ninja at some point. Also, apparently he is a philosopher when he's not slicing his enemies into bazillion pieces. Raiden's glow-up deserves a goddamn award. This man went from being the most hated protagonist in Metal Gear Solid 2, a whiny rookie in a tight suit, to the embodiment of a blender with legs. Kojima really said, you know what this guy needs? Trauma, sword, and a new body. Boom. Raiden went from fanfiction tier to fan favorite. You gotta respect a redemption arc that's 80% blade and 20% therapy builds. Besides slicing every living and non-living thing into sashimi, Raiden can also Naruto run his way through the battlefield with his ninja run ability. He deflects bullets automatically while doing it, so it's basically cardio and a plot armor at the same time. Gotta love the cyber enhancements. The game tries to include some stealth section, but let's be honest, none of us are playing this to sneak past enemies.
Right. I thought you said stealth ops were your special.
If you played Metal Gear Solid for stealth and came here expecting the same, congratulations, you played yourself. You also get upgrades points, which you can use to buy new combos, increase health and fuel cells. Or slap a sombrero on Raiden if you don't feel like spending points on anything useful. Because nothing screams covert operation louder than dressing like a mariachi mid-genocide. You might also ask if you need to play previous Metal Gear games, and the answer is simple: no. As long as you accept Nanomachines spam is an answer to any question, you are good to go. But seriously, this game barely even tries to mention previous games. It holds up on its own, so don't be afraid to pick this game up. Also, don't even bother asking me about the point of this game. I don't know. I'm just here for the slashing and funny quotes.
The DNA of the soul.
So tell me, Jack, do you put pineapple on a pizza?
What the hell are you talking about?
Gotta admit that this game holds up stronger than my will to live. Maybe the graphics did age a little, but gameplay? Man, I'd give it 10 smiley faces out of 6. You can also learn combos quite naturally, since they follow pretty similar combo string with just a few variables. You can most likely get away with mashing random buttons or spamming the living hell out of the light attacks, but come on, we are all pro gamers here, right? Right? On the bad side, I don't like how you have to input 2 buttons at the same time to dodge, and I hate it even more that parry requires you to input both light attack and a goddamn move forward at the same time, which often results in me looking like an idiot running towards enemy attack. My enemies most likely think they do me a service putting me out of my misery. Sure, when you can pull it off, gameplay feels and looks insane. Literally something pulled out of your Shonen Dojon Datte Bayo anime type shit. But more often than not, you will just awkwardly move sideways or straight up check your enemy's faceplate quality and serial number, because this double button didn't register and now you just stand there checking if this one has code 47 on it. Now, let's lean a bit into Zandatsu mechanics. It isn't just a gimmick, it's the entire backbone of this game, pun intended. Every enemy is a piñata full of electrolytes. Raiden doesn't drink monster energy, he extracts it from spinal cords. Amount of electrolytes he's getting per finished mission is close to feed 10 Discord mods and then some. And let's be real, nothing beats slow-mo slicing a guy clean in half and then yoinking his blue glowing noodle like it's a Capri Sun. Level design is pretty straightforward, definitely hard to get lost, unless you play it blindfolded. Not much to talk about. Also, there are some objects scattered around, like chests and props that you can slice open if you want, but I suppose they were just included as a bonus to have fun with slicing mechanics. About that, it's satisfying. At the time this game came out, I think it was even considered as cutting edge. Pun intended, because of the amount of particles it could generate. Also there are some helicopters that you can also cut in half. Also there are some robots that you can cut in half. Also there are some... well, you get the point. Cutting plays a big role in this game. Another big mechanic in this game is spine collecting, called Zandatsu. Low on health? Spine time. Need energy? Spine time. Fighting a boss? You can bet that some smaller enemies will deliver you those electrolytes mid-fight. Change of season? Spine o'clock. Hoto? Trivago. Music. It's fast. It's rock. It's metal. If Linkin Park went to military, probably they would sound like soundtrack from this game. Every boss has such a dope song tied to them that it makes me wanna go out and try to fight newest Armstrong looking guy. I'd probably struggle the same as Raiden at the beginning, but that's besides the point. If not for the soundtrack, probably those fights wouldn't achieve a legendary status. Fights alone are very cool, but those songs give them that extra kick, especially fighting monsters. That moment vocals hit is so engraved in my mind that if I remember this song out of nowhere, it will definitely stay with me for the rest of the day. Bosses. All bosses have their own vibe or ideology tied to them, and you can be certain that music will reflect that, if those insane dialogues they spew out didn't make it obvious already.
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't fret over every egg.
If Metal Gear Rising taught me something, it's definitely that slicing your opponent into million pieces makes them very sentimental.
I lost. So this is how they felt. Dying. For a cause.
Like, nah, you shouldn't be able to string two words together in that state. Each encounter is a high-octane fight that makes you wish Cybers and all that was actually real, only to regret it later down the line when you get refused by your crush because you got a katana between your legs instead. But that's besides the point. Awesome tracks, nice animations between phases, and lot of fun coming from fighting those bad guys. Now, you asking who you need to deal with, so I will be your guide to list some of them. The Top Dog, aka Good Boy, aka Blade Wolf. Everything running on four legs is a good boy, even this little guy. Look at his cute beans and all. In previous life he definitely used to be a therapy dog, but sadly he learned about politics and internet in this life. So now he's basically Siri, but with depression, in a dog form, with a chainsaw for its tail. How cute. The Omelette du Fromage, aka Michelin, aka Mistral. Nothing screams I'm French more than a baddie that uses a weapon as long as a proper baguette. Now let me say it, I'm the biggest fan. I love the way that she walks, the way that she talks. I love the way that she dresses.
Yeah, I got an album. Do you? No. How many? But I'm not a rapper.
Oh.
The Meme Lord, aka Edge Boy, aka Monsoon. If you need a genesis story of Gaslight, this guy right here is your man. Not only he made a good guy turn into a human meat blender, but also made him emo. And he did all of that while talking about memes. What a guy.
That's immoral. War crime this, code of conduct that.
The Boomer, aka the Scissoring Fan, aka Sundowner.
Kids are cool, Jack. And I'm very in touch with my inner child.
If a boomer was to discover what anime is and really got into it, this is what you would get. He uses a double sword that can do... Now that's a picked gameplay design.
Okay. Let's dance.
The Blade de Janeiro, aka Dance Instructor, aka Wetstream Sam. This guy is packing some heavy bakery and even heavier hits. In my opinion, best boss in the entire game. Best soundtrack too. Jetstream Sam is like if Dante decided to cosplay as an actual villain. This man enters the room with more swagger than your unemployed uncle pretending he's in the Yakuza. And yes, he parries your attack with a smirk. Like he's dodging responsibility and anime filler arcs at the same time. Also, a dog lover.
Slippery little bastard. I don't have time for this.
The Nanomachine son, aka Senator, aka Armstrong. His arm is definitely strong. This badass looking guy is actually Joe Rogan if he went deep into politics. Same voice, same energy, just different universe. This man has unlimited Planet Fitness subscription and it shows. Also, this guy is your best available dance partner. What can I say? They all ooze with style, big mouth and fun combat. Besides those bosses we also get normal cyborg enemies, as well as gecko robots that actually move at you. I don't know what devs are smoking, but they should probably make it more available to the people. Yeah. It's definitely cool to see how much cult this game has around. Definitely fun to see the amount of shitposts it provides on the internet. Whatever Hideo Kojima makes, it always hits right with the audience, resulting into them making it even better by generating meme culture around the game. That's an example of Kojima's genius, since I don't see many games that can withstand this amount of time and still be somewhat on gamers' minds or stay relevant. Literally 12 years from the release and people still talk about this game, which is insane. You know a game hits different when its memes are more powerful than its marketing. Metal Gear Rising is basically the Chuck Norris of video games. It lived long enough to become a meme and then ascended to godhood because of it. Not to mention that hearing all those absurd dialogues play out in the game can actually enhance the cutscenes directly, especially if you watch some decent amount of them in memes. I was anticipating every funny line with a popcorn in my hand, smiling like an idiot, hearing "Make the mother of all omelets here" during a boss fight, while your midway conversation about politics with Steroid Incarnate is somehow both hilarious and emotionally profound. Now, if for some reason you still didn't play this game, I don't know what are you waiting for. Game goes very cheap on discount, it's not very long, most likely you can finish it in a span of a weekend, so why not make this free time a bit cooler with this game. If you enjoy over-the-top action games, weird sense of humor, and you spend unreasonable amount of time on Fruit Ninja, I think you will feel right at home with this one. Seriously, go try it. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching and remember to collect a spine whenever you feel thirsty.